variations of the strategy. I haven't lost once except to Ark. But that was a different story. Notice I'll TP out after getting this this bear kill. It was just because I was in a terrible position, and I knew I was going to lose more than just that one Garg. Panda was at full mana, and you know what? If I'm outmining him 3-1, I can afford that one TP. It's fine. It's not even a bother. Anyway, Arth, you know, the Canadian World Cyber Game player, Arth, you know, I just mentioned that because I know he was like a semi-finalist or a runner-up or a winner, I forget what it was. But basically what he did was he went Dark Ranger first and leveled her up to 3 and began pushing me like as soon as I hit tier 2. So what ended up happening was me and my 5 ghouls went up against her level 2 skeletons and her archers, and you know that resulted in something that wasn't very fun. But basically that was when I was still trying to modify and try and figure out what the best strategy routes early tier 1 were, and I was just basically whacking on his wisps early on, but it didn't even matter because he didn't even tech. So, like I said, even if you go up against Dark Ranger, I think this is a manageable strategy. Just try and keep her hero levels down and don't let her creep hard early on. That's about the advice I'm going to give. Anyway, so I've started my tech to Black Citadel. I started that a while ago. Basically, I'm teching to tier 3 for Stone Form and for more upgrades. That's about it. You'll notice I put my 3rd crypt down. Once that goes up, I'm going to have a lot more fun with this strategy. I come in, this is the pinnacle of the strategy. If you notice what my army basically did, I went into his expansion, I canceled the enchanted gold mine, and then I basically got the fuck out of there. Because I knew that, right now, I have 49 food, he has 48 food, I have 56 food. In a fight, I don't know who would win, it would be pretty close. I'm in his base now, I'm just doing shit, you know, I'm forcing him TPs, I'm forcing him to haul ass and waste time. This is a really fun part of my strategy, because you have that level 2 or level 3 aura, depending on what kind of player you are, and you can basically just run out of dodge of anything anywhere. Anyway. Basically, I could fight him now, and I'd probably have a pretty decent chance. I'm at 60 food now, he's at 47. But, why take that chance? You know, like, this is kind of learning how to pick your fights. Realize right now, I have 3 gold mines fully mining. He has 1 gold mine mining at this point. In roughly 3 or 4 minutes, my army is going to be a lot stronger than his army, and his army is going to be roughly the same. You know, so I find one of the weaknesses of this strategy, like when I see other people do it, is they don't know when exactly to push. You know, they think just because now that they have 2 expansions, they can push whenever the fuck they want. That's not true. What you need to do, basically I came over here to see if this enchanted gold mine was going up, but it wasn't, so I just basically canceled some lures, and once again I just got the fuck out of there, because, you know, once again, I don't really need to fight. And this is another thing, for you elf players out there, the enchanted gold mine, when you build your Ancient of Life, your Tree of Life, and you walk him over to the gold mine, he will automatically enchant it the first time, but every time after that, you have to manually cast it. So, realize that, you know, I think that's what happened here. He should have had that gold mine up a while ago, but I think he forgot to manually upgrade it. Anyway, I'm continuing to harass his wood wisps. He's getting, like, no wood. I think, yeah, he has 882 gold and, like, 86 wood. I'm at 786 with, like, 200. This is just another powerful point of the strategy. I'm just continuing to harass, keeping his wood wisps down, so he can't really, you know, continue building up his army. I've just upgraded advanced creature attack. You'll notice I have a group of gargoyles in my base. That's just because I like keeping it to 1 control group for harassment, and I like keeping it to 1 control group until I have enough gargoyles for a 2nd control group. I find the micros a lot easier that way. Anyway, I'm just picking on his gold mine here. You know, I'm thinking maybe I can take it out, maybe I can take it out. I'm going to lose that gargoyle. And, you know, once I realize I can't take it out and I've forced his army back, I'm going to immediately TP out. And once again, this is, you know, this is all costing him gold, wood, you know, to repair that gold mine with 5 wisps. That cost him a fair bit of wood. All those ancient protectors by his 2nd expansion. And his I haven't really scouted his third expansion. I didn't realize he got that up, but it didn't even really matter because I'm forcing him to waste so much gold and income trying to deal with me. And if you notice now, like I said, you know, I have 80 food worth of gargoyles right now, and he has 58 food worth of Dryad Archer. You know, 3 minutes ago, it was, I think, like 40 food to 50 food. So, I mean, you know, I'm just telling you that the longer this game goes on, the better it is. The longer this game goes on, the better it is for you. Excuse me. Because every second, you're getting more income, and you're using that income, you know, in a proper way. At this point, like, there's not a lot he can do against this strategy, just because he's not outmining me, and he doesn't have enough wood to really be doing anything, because he's spending all his wood on ancient protectors in his bases, because, you know, he's scared shitless that I'm going to come in here and rape, like, his buildings. And, you know, that's the beauty of having this many gargoyles, is that you can pretty much bully the elf into whatever the fuck you want him to do, because, you know, like, his army can't fight you, and he realizes that. You know, even if the panda were to come in here and Breath of Fire this group of gargoyles I got going on here, I've got 2 control groups worth of gargoyles. This is, you know, 84 food. If he burns and kills 8 food of it at a time, you know, my army's going to completely decimate his before his army decimates mine. Look. I don't know if he's going to... Yeah, there we go. Look, fire. Ooh, he fired on, like, 8 gargoyles. Like, when you TP... I'm not even going to lose a gargoyle here. And if you look at my base now, after I've TP'd, like, most of my gargoyles are in the green. There are, like, 3 or 4 that are in the red, and I'm going to use a heal scroll for those just because I can and I have more money than sense. But, you know, the panda... You've basically mitigated the panda by massing it to the point that he can't do anything about it. You know, he's not going to mount too much. Even if this panda was a level 5, level 6, level 7 panda, he wouldn't be able to do enough. Like, I've played games where the Demon Hunters got in level 6 and the pandas got in level 6, and I've still won because... Basically, when you have 100 food worth of gargoyles and you're continuing to deny expansions and gold, his heroes can't keep up. Like, Demon Hunter is Superman, but he can't face up to 100 food worth of 3-3 gargs. They're not 3-3 yet. They'll be 3-3 in 3, 2, 1. They're 3-3 gargoyles now. And if you look at this, they have 21 to 33 piercing with 9 armor. Let's look at a Dryad. She has 18 to 22 damage with 2 armor. Like, his army basically cannot fight mine. You took a lot of risk in the early game, you know, with such an exposed build, but it's paying off right now in the fact that you pretty much have free reign of the map. You can bitch slap them all around. The reason why I'm in my base right now is I'm trying to get up to 100 food of gargoyles before pushing in. I have 3 control groups now, so, you know, 36 gargoyles. Even if he breaths of fires me once or twice, it's not going to matter. And I have 2 scrolls of healing and 1 scroll of restoration, which a dragon dropped, which is basically the best drop you can get with the strategy. And you're going to see this fight coming in right now. I'm at 96 food. He's at 69 food. Remember those food counts, 96 and 69. He's going to come in, and, you know, I'm not even going to bother microing. I'm just going to basically let my gargoyles have at. He's going to Breath of Fire this group over here, and he's going to haze that group over there. That's an interesting strategy, but I'm going to scroll of healing them. And, okay, I've lost 1 gargoyle. He's lost 9 food. So, okay, I'm going to lose that gargoyle there. And I'm still not microing. He's going to Breath of Fire. Haze Breath of Fire. Now I'm going to use my Scroll of Restoration. You know, I'm still not really taking enough damage for this fight to be worthwhile. He can't fight me, even with 3 Ancient Protectors. But what are you going to do about it? Like, you know, you could try running away, but, you know, all these gargoyles. Level 5 Panda right there. I'm going to use another Scroll of Healing. And he's basically moon-juiced out, and I've just basically overwhelmed him with this, like, core army. I used Raise Dead just for fun, because, you know, it's a cool strat. It's cool when you can use it. Anyway, after that fight, I'm at 84 food, he's at 35. That's a 12 food differential for me. That's a, what, like 20, 30 food difference for him. So... That's and that was fighting in his base. You know, he